Roseanne Season 9 was an absolute mess, and I want to talk about it. Spoilers ahead for Roseanne Seasons 9 and 10. Welcome to the ScreenPeekers. Basically, Season 9 picks up where Season 8 left off. Dan had a heart attack. He almost died. They're back to fighting again like they were before he had the heart attack. Roseanne moves into Jackie's apartment, and Dan fixes up the house to try and make up for the argument. So Roseanne's watching some TV. There's a couple of weird television parodies with Roseanne in them because she's like daydreaming or whatever. Then at the end of all the weird shenanigans, she's won $108 million. Now that Roseanne has tons of money, she constantly imagines herself interacting with other famous rich people.
Well, I want to thank you for one of the most memorable shootings in Playboy's history.
Oh, I bet you say that to all the girls.
Of course I do.
But Dan is sad. His mom has been stuck in a hospital for a long time. She's very sick, and he never had a way to help her, but now he does. While he's away, a prince falls in love with Jackie, and then takes the whole family, minus Dan, to New York. At one point, Roseanne had another daydream where she believed in a past life she was Xena, the warrior princess. Roseanne dreams that Darlene gives birth to Satan.
There's nothing wrong with my baby. He's just my whittle biddle precious. Man, is he gonna be difficult as a teenager?
Roseanne goes Rambo on a train full of terrorists who have hijacked and kidnapped her family.
Check, please.
Roseanne's mom reveals herself to be gay.
I think Grandma's just outed herself.
Dan finally comes home for Christmas, and Jackie discovers that while he was away helping his mom who's sick, he's been having an affair with his mother's nurse. Basically, he just decides to stay in Lanford at a hotel. Then Roseanne tries to buy the company that she hasn't worked for since like season 2. She starts flirting with her old boss's son. But then that is completely irrelevant because Dan and Roseanne get back together because it's Dan and Roseanne, and of course they're gonna get back together. Darlene delivers the baby for real, and she's a premature baby, but it's okay. Jackie gets into a wrestling match in an actual wrestling ring, and then of course the very meta episode that has to happen in every sitcom at some point, where their life is so very interesting that TV producers want to come and make a show about them. Dan's mom tries to kill Dan for putting her in a home or something. Season 9 culminates in one of the craziest series finales of all time. Roseanne reveals in the end that Season 9 didn't happen. Actually, the whole show didn't happen. It was all just a story she had been writing. Basically, she just changed the things about her life that she didn't like, so they hadn't won the lottery. Her mom wasn't gay because Jackie was instead. David and Darlene weren't together, and Becky and Mark weren't together because Becky was with David and Mark was with Darlene, which is just hard to say because it doesn't make any sense and it's not what anybody is used to, and it's just kind of a weak twist anyway. And then of course the biggest twist of all is that Dan didn't cheat on Roseanne because he's been dead since the end of season 8. Because he didn't survive the heart attack, he really did die, and this was just her way of coping with Dan's death. They jumped the shark, or had the devil's baby, or whatever you wanna, I wanna make a new term for Roseanne. So if you don't know, they brought the show back, season 10. Anyway, they brought Dan back to life. They've undone everything that season 9 did, and they basically said, hey, that's not in the canon of Roseanne. That was just a throwaway season. The way they did that is actually pretty great. I'm proud of them for doing it. It doesn't answer all the questions. It's not the best retcon ever, but it's good. It's a good one, and it works. What they did was they said, basically in a throwaway line, they were in the garage and they found Roseanne's old book, and Roseanne's like, oh, throw that away, that garbage book. It never did sell like I wanted it to. And he said, well, of course it didn't. You killed the best character. That's how they undid season 9. And like I said, it doesn't answer every single question, but at least I don't even have to think about it anymore. And that's how I want to keep it. I don't want to think about Roseanne season 9 because it sucked. Anyway, if you like this video, comment what you thought about season 9 if you saw it, or comment about what you think about the new show if you're watching it. Bye, McCordians.